Welcome to my YouTube channel. So as for today, we are looking at what we call the quadratic function. So the quadratic function will have a curve that looks like this. So this is the quadratic function. So the question says the sketch of the graph y should be equal to x squared minus 2x minus 8. Then we are told to say find the coordinates of the point A and B. So the first one, they want us to find the coordinates of A and B. So how do we find coordinates? There is one rule which states that at the turning point, which is that, or not sorry, not the turning point, at the x-intercept, where the curve crosses the x-axis, y is always equal to 0. Therefore, at A and B, y is equal to 0. So how do you use this rule? So the O equation, where there is y, it becomes equal to 0. So this is the same as saying 0 should be equal to x squared minus 2x minus 8. So with this one, it's a quadratic function. So how do we solve this one? So provided that the equation is equated to 0, we need to find what we call product, in which the quadratic is always given as in the form of A, B, and C. So we need to find the product, which is equal to A times C, which is simply the multiplication of the coefficient of 1 and negative 8, which is equal to negative 8 itself. So then our sum should be equal to our B. So our B is this coefficient, which is equal to negative 2. Then our factors are numbers which when you add them, they are going to give you negative 2. But when you multiply them, they should be able to give you negative 8. What are those numbers? So you will realize to say that the numbers which you can add to give you this, but multiply to give you this, are negative 4 and positive 2. So these numbers, when you add them, you will have your sum. When you multiply them, you will have your product. So therefore, the equation becomes equal to x squared. Then this part, you will replace with these factors. So we have minus 4x, then plus 2x minus 8. So why are we introducing the numbers being attached with the x? We don't want to change the meaning. So you will realize to say, when you add this, the meaning is still maintained. So we have our x squared, here we have 0, x squared, we are going to factorize in pairs. So upon factorizing in pairs, we are going to find that here the x is common, in which we are going to remain with x minus 4. So here we are also going to find that 2 is common, then we are going to remain with x minus 4. So if the two brackets are the same, it means that you are doing the right thing. So 0 should be equal to our x minus 4 as one bracket, then x minus or x plus 2. So we are going to find that our 0 is equal to x minus 4 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So here, the first part, we are going to find that our negative 4, when taken this side, it becomes our positive 4 should be equal to x, or this 2, when taken that side, we have our x should be equal to negative 2. So you have two sets of coordinates. So now how do you use them? So knowing to say that they want the coordinates of A as well as B. So you are going to ask yourself, so looking at the graph, you will find that this part represents the coordinates which are negative. So A is on the negative part. So we are going to get our negative 2 for A. So we have negative 2 comma y is always equal to 0. Then our B our B will have coordinates such as 4, 0 as well. So if we are provided with such a question, that's how we go about it. So you find the product, sum and factor. Upon doing that, then you work out the quadratic function. Upon working out the quadratic function, you are going to find those answers. So now, provided that we have found these coordinates, the next part, they want the minimum point. So the minimum point. So the minimum point of the graph, they are simply talking about the y value. So they might use the minimum value, which is still the y value. The maximum value is the y value as well. The minimum point or maximum point is still the y value. So if we are asked to say the turning point, they could require the x coordinate. Now in such a case, we only need to find the y value. So the turning point of y is given as y should be equal to 4ac minus b squared over our 4a, whereby in a quadratic equation, remember we always have our a, our b, and our c. So with that we are going to replace. So we have y should be equal to 4. What is our a? Our a is found to be, the coefficient here is 1. So 1 by our c is negative 8, then minus our b squared, which is negative 2. So we have negative 2 squared over our 2. What is our a? Our a is equal to 1. So y should be equal to 4 times 1 times 8 gives us 32. So 8 is negative, so therefore there it should be negative 32. Then minus, we have negative 2 squared, it gives us 4. Then over we have 4 here, so over 4. So when you do everything, you are going to find out that negative 32 minus 36 gives you y should be equal to negative 36 over 4, which should be equal to negative 36 divided by 4 gives you negative 9. So at the minimum point, y is equal to 4. So if you are asked to say the minimum point of the graph, it is equal to negative 9. So that is our answer. Or you can even say therefore minimum point should be equal to negative 9. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you would subscribe to my channel.